Welcome, Taurus. This is your reading for the 22nd of May, new moon in Gemini. And Gemini in the tarot cards is the lover. And my painting here is the pigeon pose. And the pigeon pose is about letting or opening up your heart in a way that you never thought possible, right? Breaking open, breaking free, like crack that heart open. And that's really what this new moon is wanting to bring to us, a new way of loving, a new way of being in love, right? Loving many different kinds of love, like each little flower creates one big flower. And I decided to pick a new deck. It's the color green, and it's called the Good Tarot. And here's my green stone for this reading. Right, our arms come out from the heart, and we create with our hands. And I think that's really what this new seed that you are going to plant is, hopefully, about true love. Like truly love someone without wanting them to be a way that you think he or she should be. Like, I only love if they really as cool as as I think they should be, and it doesn't work anymore, right? We have to, the real spiritual work, and that's why I actually do this reading. I'm not doing them like to tell you, oh, tomorrow you're gonna find a new soulmate, or this job is gonna come. Of course, the cards will tell me things like that, but what I want is that you grow. With each 2 weeks, you have a moment in time where you say, okay, now I take a moment, even if it's just 5 minutes. You don't have to do like the big crazy ceremony, but it's like setting your intention for the next 2 weeks, right? And it's always an intention of 2 weeks filling and 2 weeks emptying, exhaling, inhaling, right? And that's really what I'm doing here. I'm not like a fortune. I'm not like, oh, let me tell you what you're gonna have in your future. It's just through the cards I can see something, and if it resonates, good. And if it doesn't resonate, check your ascendant, right? And if that doesn't resonate, then it's not meant to be, right? It's there's nothing about like, okay, this is absolute. And you're the Taurus. Taurus is the Hierophant, and this organized religion is going through a big transformation, right? I've seen in some of the readings that you came up, and there is a new shift, a new paradigm in this organized religions. Doesn't matter which one, all the big ones trying to control us, right? Giving us this awareness, like we have to bow down to something. And when we bow down, we're actually bowing down to our own self. Okay, so one more. There are 6 planets are in mutable signs, and mutable is meaning to adapt, to change, to adapt, to survive. So, like this virus, he adapts. He's mutating, and we need to mutate as well. What do we need What can we let go to change or to survive, right? So there's like these, oh, it's only 3, so that's okay. All right. So your cards, okay. Taurus, you my last one. Right, I started with Gemini because Gemini has now his new moon. Okay, the overall energy is the 7 of air, and the 7 of air tells me that there is something that has deceived you, and the 7, there's a, and in the center there's another 7 of water, meaning you are no longer wanting, there's a shift happening inside of you, a deep shift of the illusions, right? The 7 of water, which is in the center of your spread, and remember, everything is happening at the same time, but the way they came out, so that's how I'm reading them, and then you will see the overall picture. Is like the 7 of air, you like this deception of illusion has ended because it's the 10 of air is crossing the 7 of water. And the 10 of air, it's like done, finish, transformation, full transformation, mental full transformation. Swords is your thoughts, your thinking patterns. And you transform this, like you realize everything is an illusion, and you realize, okay, something is extremely shifting within you. And there's also sadness in the recent past. There's this sadness. I feel it's more global sadness. It's more like an awareness of like life is like really breaking us open, all of us, all the signs. There's like, wow, right, happening to them. And this new moon, I think you are able to release more of sadness. Below you is a new beginning. You want to begin fresh, new. You calling out this new beginning. And above you, right, so this is your in your subconscious, you see that there's the 10, it's in a way like, okay, there's 0 added to the 1, to this new cycle. You want to begin new because there's the messenger of water, which is the Knight of Water, and the Knight of Water is Pisces, and Pisces is the lover. He's bringing a new love. And then comes the messenger of fire. So wow, your message is very like, okay, the messenger of fire is the one that's like, yes, the idea, it's just like, I go for it, right? It's action. This is emotions. This is action. And then it goes 4 of water, and the 4 of water is a little bit having a difficult time to accept that, okay, I have already a lot of good things in my life, and now I get another one, and you're almost a little bit complacent. And interesting enough, there is then the temptation, which is the god Pan. And I always see the god Pan not as the devil. He's just like this personality that is the keeper of taboos, the keeper of the wild, right? He's like the guardian of that other side of good and bad, right? And here you are like with the 4 of water, the 4 of the cups, you get handed an extra cup, right? From here, from this Knight of Water, you got handed a new love, but you're not really sure if, should I take it? and you go back into this like, okay, maybe it's a temptation, maybe it's just like one of those moments where and I cannot trust it. But you can, and I really want to see the clarification. I want to get a clarification for the 7 of air, 7 of water, 10 of air, and the 5 of water, okay? So I want to get one card for the 7 of air. Okay, so here they come. There's a few. Okay, so I have one for here, 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 and then wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Taurus, listen to me carefully. The deception was made because of the High Priestess. You got to, because you got here in temptation, you got the Hierophant. You got your own card coming up, right? And it's this path towards the light. It's very complex, this message here. You got to you've got to use your intuition, right? You sometimes don't trust your intuition. You don't really believe that the intuition is guiding you. You think it's deceiving you. Okay? And then the 7 of water, you're this individual, you're single, or in a relationship, it doesn't matter, right? I'm not doing relationships reading, but here you are, this very clear woman that's like thinking about the illusions of emotions. You're intellectually like dissecting that, right? Then the 10 of air got the Emperor, right? And you start noticing that the Emperor, this fire energy, this Mars, Aries energy, which has led a little bit into the Patriarch, right? And you see that it's finished. No more Patriarch, right? That time is finished. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. And that's where the mind is coming in, right? So that got this. Now the 5 of water, this like sadness that's like inside of you, comes because you're hanging upside down and you're about to get this enlightenment, this new way of looking at life. Okay, so then the 4 of waters, why you have, even though you have now and something that's creating, wants to be coming to you like this messenger, right? The 4 of waters came again with the devil, and here's the devil again with you, the Hierophant. So the 4 of waters is this place of, well, I got everything and I have everything and I'm actually in a good place, but it's also binding, right? That's what the devil is holding you, has a hold on you. And here, you, the Hierophant, will overcome this new paradigm. You will walk into a new paradigm. I mean, it's just like, it's very, wow, very intense reading. Like the message is huge. I mean, it's big. It's like you are this new seed that you planting. Is a new beginning of exactly these organized religions, and coming into this High Priestess intuition. And this intuition, these together are like, okay, well, let's do it. Let's create a new beginning. And you have twice the devil coming out, twice the the keeper of taboos, God Pan. And that's why the Ten of Air, right? You somehow, you start to look and see through, right? It's like you see through the veil. Something is really breaking open. Wow, I mean, God bless you. You're gonna have a big epiphany in this new moon. I think it's just gonna be powerful. What's gonna happen to you? So I give you an animal spirit. Okay, this time I'm not doing an oracle card. I do this animal spirit, and you got the octopus. Water. Good for you, good for the earth, right? Good for the plants. Here we go, octopus. Okay, so one more time, and I'm gonna blend the card in, so what I read. Reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. I mean, it's interesting because it's like twice the devil came up, and there's something, it's like there's like lots of back and forth and overthinking and not thinking and feeling the illusions. The veil is opening, but there's also a new beginning, and the devil is like, hey, come on in. And there's so much happening to you, so much. Okay, the octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind, paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, so twice the devil, that's boundaries, right? Not healthy boundaries, not having boundaries at all. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. In balance, it's interested, engaged, and intelligent. Out of balance, needy, clingy, and lacks courage. Bring it into balance is space to oneself and talk therapy. Okay? So I think your new moon meditation or your seed that you're about to plant is about allowing this veil of illusion, right? Like that, the Queen of Swords, she's sharp, she can see through that, all the bullshit, all this emotional like stuff that we experience, right? And you have two messengers, so you have that drive, the knight, right? He's like, I'm going and bring that message. But then you also have twice the devil, and that's with this illusion and the Ten of Swords. There is this awareness. You becoming aware that the spiritual ladder or hierarchy is not really as it seems, or as this Hierophant is this Taurus energy. It's like it's finishing. It's the intuition is coming in, and allow your intuition to not deceive you. It's because it's the intuition is telling you something. Trust it, believe it, and don't be sad. There is a shift happening, a deep shift happening within you. and the Ten of Swords with the Emperor, right? Allow that masculine force to let it go, finish, no more. And then just this, right? New beginnings. And look how the color in the octopus up in his head, right? He's that, yes, boundaries. All right, Taurus. I hope this was helpful. It's yeah, it's very, we're quite intense reading for you. But it's also because the sun moved out of you, or you know, now it's like you're like, okay, ooh, you drop. They're like, oh, okay. So now the sun is shining into Gemini, right? It's in the air. It's no more Earth. The Earth is like, okay, now it's like, But all is good. Everything's cyclical. We'll come back to you. Well, thank you for watching, and again, namaste.